Hello, and welcome to this demonstration on how to retrieve game files and web-sync a game file using Dakstats. We are going to begin with showing you how to retrieve game files using Dakstats. To start off, to retrieve a game file, you're going to click on Websync, Retrieve Game File. That's going to pull up the menu, and you're going to select the right season that you want to retrieve a game file from. When you hit this point, you will notice you have three options for game file: opponent, your team's version, and the server version. The opponent version will download the game file uploaded by the opponent. Your version will download the game file uploaded by your team, and in both cases, it can either be a box score file or a play-by-play format, depending on what was used. The third option is the server version. The server version will only be a box mode game and might only contain one team's stats. The file is generated by teams when they web sync, and if only one team has synced, it will have an asterisk to say whether it was you or your opponent that web synced the game. In this example, I'm going to download an opponent version file just so you can see the demonstration. Remember, if the game was done in play-by-play mode, you will need to open the game and rebuild the stats after importing a play-by-play game. Play-by-play will only be available to download if the game was entered in play-by-play mode. Please note, the opponent version and the home version files can be out of date, where the server version will never be out of date. The server version will update the raw stats based on the last web sync by each team. However, with the opponent or home version, if you edit the game after the fact, close it, and web sync, but never re-upload the game file will not have the recent edits made. This is why the file dates are posted on these columns. Remember to upload the game file or single game sync again if you go back and make later edits. Once I download the opponent version, I select the correct teams that played in the game and also upload the roster. After I uploaded the roster and selected the teams, it's going to ask you if you want to merge it into the schedule. For this example, I'm going to merge it into the existing competition. Then I get a notice informing me that I need to rebuild the stat because this game was done in play-by-play mode. In order to rebuild the stats, you close out that screen and open the game file. Once the game file is open, you notice that the play-by-play is listed on the left-hand side, but there are no stats generated in the box score column. When that is done, I go to Edit, Rebuild Stats. Once the stats are rebuilt, you'll notice that all these statistics are accounted for correctly. From this point, we can look to either web sync the game or submit the game file. To web sync a game, you're going to go to Websync Game. When you do that, you're going to type in your password and then select Single Sync. That should upload the game file to Dakstats. You might be asked to verify players' names. Now, please note that Websync is only available for 24 hours after the game is scheduled to be played. If the Websync game does not work, you can also submit the game file by clicking Websync, Submit Game File, and that will also upload the file to the Dakstats server. Please note, if teams upload multiple game files, only the most recent version of the game file can be downloaded. If the Websync game or Submit Game File menu is disabled, that means your current competition does not have a central ID. Close the game, web sync your full season, and then open the game again. Now your competition should have a full valid ID, and the option should be enabled. When you web sync a game, it will not only upload the data file, it will also upload a game book that will include the visitor stats, the home stats, the game data file, and the game book. If any of those steps fail, it will not go on to the next step. Remember, doing a full web sync from the main menu will never upload a game book. However, it will still synchronize stats, rosters, and schedule. Please note, if you use other statistical software, you can still web sync the game once the game is imported into Dakstats. You would follow the same steps as previously mentioned. Thank you for tuning in to this tutorial on Dakstats web syncing game and retrieving game file.